Hello, hello. Welcome everyone back to Three Slips and Silly Points. We've got part three of our IPL auctions, and we've had some crazy discussions. We have some interesting buys. And now for session three, we've got our boys back. We're going to kick it off with CSK, and our main man, Dhoni, still there, still kicking.
Tala for a reason.
Done for a reason. But interesting retention, as in decent retentions. You got Jadeja, Gaikwad, Dubé, and
Big
Dhoni.
boys.
Big boys.
And
What do we think?
and they're right to match Rachin Ravindra.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. The man who's
Yeah.
playing at the moment. He didn't
Well,
really do
he's
that
throwing
well,
his wicket away, really. He's not getting out. They're not getting him out. He's just like, I'm done. All right. Good session,
Yeah, I'm done.
boys. I'm out.
But
And is it worth that price?
he's up and coming.
The 4 crores?
He's had some decent sparks. I think him adjusting or swapping across the formats sometimes feels a bit rough. But yeah, I was happy that they went for Rachin for RTM.
Yeah. And plus, he's got a long runway. He's very young. Like, if he sticks with your team, he can be with you for the next 10 to 12 years. If he performs, that is.
He's only 25, yeah.
Yeah,
he's got a long time.
But I think CSK again have gotten some interesting buys for me. So Deepak Huda, people have forgotten him already, and then CSK is like, and then similar player Sam Curran. Everyone's like, this guy's done. This guy's done. CSK is like,
strategic.
But
Tala for
the
a
biggest
reason.
exactly. But the biggest comeback for me is
Ash.
Sorry, I should say homecoming. The biggest
Homecoming
is homeboy Ashwin. Oh, I cannot wait.
Ashwin,
I love this. I think this is how it should have been.
Yeah.
I don't think Ashwin should have ever gone anywhere else. But again, I understand why he went, because his prices just went up and up and up and up. But I don't know if this is the correct price for him. Could have gotten more money, could have gotten lesser money. I don't know. But he's now in the correct team. Because that man lives Chennai, breeds Chennai, and will play forever for Chennai.
See, I've got a theory behind why CSK went for Chennai, and this is again my speculations.
Wait. Why CSK went for Chennai?
Sorry, Ash. Why CSK went for Ash? Sorry. This season, Dhoni is gonna hang his shoes after 25.
Don't say that, because everyone's been saying that. Every year we've been saying that.
Well, I haven't called out that Dhoni is gonna hang his shoes, but this is first time.
It's the first time Chai called out.
First time I'm calling it out. And they need so all these days. Chennai means Dhoni means Chennai in the IPL. CSKs want to continue that similar sentiment, and I don't think anyone else can fill the shoes apart from Ash. Again, Chennai boy coming back to Chennai, and he's gonna be one of those. He's gonna just continue on and on. I don't think they're gonna let go of him. He would let go of Chennai. He's part of their talent hunt team as well. So it's more, he's just going to stick around, right? He's going to be going in for that base retention price going forward as well.
Not 43. It's 43.
What's 43, sorry? Yeah,
Dhoni.
I mean, look, Dhoni, I actually think he would have retired last year had he had his last game in front of in Chipok, like the Chennai crowd, basically. And he didn't get that. So I think, if one last hurrah, as long as he gets his last game in Chipok, I think it'll be the last one. But again, you never know. Can't call quits on Dhoni. That man, because the thing is, his keeping is still top notch. Like, he didn't have that many misses last season. If he had any, I can't even remember.
Mm.
Yeah.
And when he came out, he did his job. He was striking at a strike rate of like I think over 160, 70, or even more. Because all he did was just come in like swing the bat, right?
And
The only problem was
and
he just didn't face enough balls.
and the other bit that he was good at doing was essentially spread that yellow fever all across the 10 or 11 venues.
Yeah,
Mumbai versus Chennai game in Wankhede looked more like a home game for Chennai rather than a home game for Mumbai, just because of Dhoni, right?
yeah,
The
so cool.
domination of that yellow jersey, that's essentially, he's bringing that fan engagement, he's bringing that fan interaction,
Correct.
and
Yeah.
a big revenue for the IPL teams is their merchandise sales, and
Yeah,
this man's put
Yeah.
Chennai sales through the roof.
yeah,
And Raj, just to add to that, out of all his IPL games, last year was the highest strike rate
yeah,
that he's ever
yeah.
got. It's
Because
Oh
220.
yeah.
all he did was hit
Yeah,
sixes.
which is
All
nuts.
he did was just come in and hit sixes.
Yeah,
That's it. And for some reason, whenever he comes
that
out
is crazy.
for IPL, he's always a little bit bigger than what he is for the rest of the year. Like his arms look a lot bigger, his shoulders look a lot bigger, and he's just like, "I got you, boys. The sixes is gonna get bigger." Like, do you know this? One of the years during COVID, I'm pretty sure, IPL was hosted in
Mm.
Dubai. If you go on Google Maps, outside of the cricket ground in Dubai, there's actually a marked spot where Dhoni hit the six outside the ground.
Yeah, yep. I've seen that the location where
Oh,
he hit
Yeah.
one of those freaking big sixes,
Oh,
and
it
someone
was on the
just tagged.
highway.
Yeah, someone's tagged it. It's pretty
Yeah.
interesting one.
And it's still there till this day.
Oh wow.
It's on the highway
Um,
in Dubai.
well, see,
I did
we
not know
are
that.
in the 7th minute of this recording, and we're talking about
Yeah,
Dhoni, Stella for a reason.
Tala for a reason.
Dirty.
Coming back to the squad, right? They had some really
Mm.
interesting buys. And, their highest buy in the auction was in the auction, right? I mean, forget retentions.
Yeah, not the
Was
retention.
Noor Ahmed, who is a young
Mm.
fast bowler, young spinner, and
Spinner. He's a left spinner.
and
Yeah.
He,
that's
Okay.
their expensive buys in the whole of the auction. It's a strategic thinking in terms of where to put money.
and I feel like they've gone for really good quality low key players, like the usual
Hmm.
strategy, right? Like people have
Yeah,
forgotten Vijay Shankar,
Yeah.
they're like, "Yep, we'll take him." People have forgotten Rahul Tripathi, we'll take him. Like I've been thinking,
yeah,
where did Rahul Tripathi go? Where did Rahul Tripathi go? He's in the squad. Like
yeah,
I just don't understand. Remember how he got picked for India? He did decent, and then after that, he was never talked about, and he's just
yeah.
fully fallen off the grid. So it's interesting. And I actually have a feeling he'll get a game every single game in this squad.
Yeah, and I think they're with the way they've picked up their squads, some of these low key players are going to be their full time.
Yeah, members
Playing
in the
in full
squad.
time in the squads, right?
Yeah,
So you got Devin Conway, Khalil Ahmed, again, one of those guys who's on and off, but never in the main playing 11 for the squad. But these guys are going to bank. And I was thinking they were going to go and bid for Anderson as well.
oh yeah,
Because
unsold, sir, unsold.
yeah, he ticks
So
off some of those key CSK requirements. Is he a great? Yes. Is he above 35? Yes. Is he on the verge of retirement or has he retired? Yes.
yes.
um,
Uh,
okay,
Um,
go on.
well,
let's form a squad out
yeah.
of this. Let's pick their playing 11.
Okay, yeah. So opening Ruturaj Gaikwad.
Yeah.
Up to me, I'd probably just send out Dhoni and be like, "You do you, bro. Just go in and go for the big hits."
Nah,
But one can only hope.
one, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Dhoni
um,
has made it clear he's just gonna come to the very tail end of the game.
Yeah, and just play the last 10 balls or something.
Yeah.
To be honest, I actually don't know who. Actually, Devin Conway. So,
Yeah.
Gaikwad,
Oh, yeah, let's
Devin
just yeah,
Conway.
gotta say.
Yeah.
One down, Rahul Tripathi.
Yeah.
Fourth player, maybe Sam Curran.
Mm-hmm.
And
Over Sam
uh,
over Rachin.
Oh,
oh,
you're Rachin.
okay, yeah, okay, fine.
Rachin is second drop.
Let's go force for Rachin. Force is
Yeah.
Rachin.
Uh,
Oh my gosh.
Fifth for Rahul, or do you go
No,
fifth
Rahul's already
Dhoni and
there.
then
Rahul was one down for me.
okay?
So, how do we fit Vijay Shankar in the squad? I want Vijay Shankar to be in the squad.
So you don't want Dubé?
No, Dubé will be six. Dubé will be six. He'll.
Alright.
Oh, actually,
So
no.
Vijay,
Didn't Dubé come one down last season or fourth?
Dubé's
He
played
came out
all.
fourth.
He's
No, but
played
he came
at
fourth. Oh,
all
positions.
positions for
Okay.
Chennai. Yeah.
Oh, God damn. This is crazy.
Go pick. Yeah,
Okay,
maybe
sorry.
tough. Yeah,
Yeah, go on, who?
come on,
Trifecta.
pick.
All right.
Vijay
Fine.
Shankar.
Dubé at five. Dubé at five.
All right.
Mm.
And Vijay Shankar at six.
Uh-huh.
And
Dhoni
then
at
Shreyas
7.
Gopal as my spinner. Oh, yeah, sure.
Uh-huh.
Dhoni at number 7. And then Shreyas Gopal as my spinner. Noor Ahmed as my other spinner.
No Jadeja.
Ashwin as my.
Yeah.
Damn!
My God, what are you
Damn!
doing? All that I think I just went to him and I'm like, oh no,
Oh.
Jadeja is
Jadeja.
the top retention.
Yeah, okay, fine. Jaddu obviously is in the squad, right? So,
Yeah.
okay, no.
Jaddu over.
Remove Gopal. We'll add Jaddu in there.
That's right.
And
Huh.
then Ash.
And then Noor.
Ash.
Jaddu, Ash. Yeah. And then who's my. Khalil Ahmed is my fast bowler. I think at least two fast bowlers, right?
So you
No,
get Khalil Ahmed, Pathirana, and I think Sam Curran. Pick.
Yes, we're going to forget Sam Curran, Pathirana. So Pathirana, Khalil Ahmed are my two fast bowlers.
Yeah.
The spinners are going to be
Ash and Noor.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then
cool.
all rounder will be Shivam Dubey.
Yeah. It's one of those squads where top order. I think the middle. It's hard to fit the middle order,
the
right?
middle,
The
yeah.
top order sort of seems quite sorted. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6 is up for debate.
I couldn't even add Huda in the team.
Yeah, that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is sorted. 5, 6 is speculation.
Flexible.
7 is Dhoni, and then from 8, 9. 8 is probably Jadeja. They're not gonna let go of him.
Yeah.
9 is Ash. 10, 11. Again, you can switcheroo between all their fast bowlers.
Yeah.
Is that going to be a problem? Like, us, like, for us, even just like for Raj, it was so difficult just to fill those spots. What about the selectors? Right. Like, you've got main people, openers, you got Dhoni at his place, Jadeja his place, but
to be honest,
a lot of unknowns.
they would have had their first picks. They're going to definitely play in the playing 11. And then people like Shreyas Gopal, Vijay Shankar, they seem like they're backup players, so they won't even think about them going in the first game. Unless the other players don't perform, they won't even look at them. Which is very sad because I think Shreyas Gopal and Vijay Shankar both. Oh, sorry. Deepak Huda, Shreyas Gopal, and Vijay Shankar, 3 players who are very high quality, but just haven't had that massive breakout series yet. And Vijay Shankar just didn't have any impact last year, and he played every single game for Titans. Just sad. He got that juju from Raidu for being too speedy.
No, I think overall,
moving on,
the usual Chennai, they put all their brain power on Dhoni to be part of magic.
Maneuver.
They put their brain power. They put their brain power in Gaikwad, who trusts Dhoni's decisions.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Randeep,
What a start to this session.
Right.
CSK.
Next, um, next one we have Hyderabad.
Ooh,
uh,
SRH.
Um,
Sunrisers.
oh, this,
just
this is gonna be
just putting
interesting.
it
You got Pat
putting it out
Cummins.
there. The
Yeah.
next two teams are close to my heart. One is a team that I stopped supporting. One is a team I started supporting. So, all
Well,
right, let's go.
All right, then you tell me about it. Chai. Yeah.
your team forgot to pick 5 players.
Okay, we picked up a cup.
Wait, are we
we,
SRH right now? Because
we are doing
yeah,
SRH.
Hyderabad.
SRH. Yeah,
Talk
yeah,
about
yeah, yeah,
SRH. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Off the bat,
Scott
off,
squad 20,
off,
20 people.
off the
Yeah.
bat, least like this team in terms of the
Hmm.
players. Like
So,
100 Klassen, are you kidding me? How do you give him 23 CR? I think it was the most expensive retention.
Mm.
Doesn't make
yeah.
any sense. Like that man has not scored that many runs in India. So tell me why has he gotten so much money?
Yeah.
No, tell me
Claasen's
why. Tell
retention.
me why.
I said that I'm confused with Claasen's retention.
So
I mean, Paddy
the,
Cummins.
the baseline scenario, sorry, for Klaassen was that he plays spin really well, and that's why they've given him like the money they have.
Mm.
But again, he hasn't
uh,
scored that many runs in India. Like
that's the
hasn't
thing,
scored
right?
enough runs. Full stop.
He may be good with playing spin on surfaces outside of India, which may
Yeah.
not favor spin bowlers, so it works out. I mean, we could see him smoking us in West Indies in the T20 finals, right? But in IPL, he comes in with a big reputation, and I guess part of this big money is just for that sheer reputation. The other retentions, Travis Head, Paddy Cummins, and Abhishek Sharma, I felt all right because Paddy is going to be the captain, would have gone much higher if not for the
Yeah.
price. Travis Head, explosive player,
Mm.
Abhishek Sharma. I think Travis Head and Abhishek Sharma put the team, with Paddy Cummins' captaincy, collectively put the team till the finals last season. So their retentions
And
were pretty much
they
self-explanatory.
they were pretty like they were the most explosive opening pair. I'll put them
Yeah,
on par with maybe Delhi with Fraser McGurk,
yeah.
Mm.
but definitely like maybe a notch higher. Actually, these guys were really,
Yeah,
really, really big.
McGurk has the reputation, but these two have basically delivered results, and essentially they destroyed the confidence of the team altogether. Once they faced
Yeah,
Hyderabad with that explosive, it took at least 2 to 3 games for them to recover from this chaos.
yeah. And on top of
And
that, I feel like if they didn't give them the massive start, the result was always like it's going to be a close game or
yeah,
they're going to lose.
yeah,
Average. Yeah.
and the other retention, Nitesh Kumar Reddy, he's the local boy, so he's the up and coming local boy,
Mm.
and they had to bring that home sentiment in to
But
rally
but,
because
but not just that, right? Like I think he's very solid with the bat, and he bowls really good medium
he
pace.
bowls.
So
Yeah,
a
that's
pace
right.
a pace bowling
Yeah.
all rounder is already a priceless art right now.
Yeah, um,
And we're seeing that at the moment here with him.
But
and
the other
going
other
into their
steal, yeah, go on.
no, go ahead, go ahead,
Oh, for
finish
me,
up.
the other steal slash a massive buy was Ishan Kishan.
Yeah. Now, I was gonna say him and Shami as well, with the
Oh,
reputation
Shami!
Shami brings in.
Mm.
I can't believe Shami
Both
went
of them,
this cheap.
were an amazing bargain buys. Ishan Kishan, on his day, and he's been doing pretty consistent for Mumbai, and I was
Yeah,
surprised they dropped him or did not retain him.
Yeah, they let him go.
Plus,
Yeah.
they did not bid harder for him during the auction as well.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
And he's just scored a 77 in a T20.
yeah.
Yeah,
Ishan.
I mean, the overseas buys for them, they got Zampa, who's a pretty handy bowler in the
teammates.
T20 world, and I
Mm.
think if they can, so Travis Head, Paddy Cummins, Klaasnen, and Zampa are their standard for overseas players that's just going to play in every single game. Nitish Kumar and Abhishek Sharma are the two that they're just going to continue. So they're sort of
Yeah.
6 members are all sorted. And then you're going to throw in Ishan Kishan into the mix as well. So that's, and
When
he's
you
got,
play Ishan,
he's gonna, this is what I was gonna say, he's gonna come lower down the order. You won't, definitely won't be breaking the partnership of Abhishek
no way.
and Travis Head. And you would probably say Kishan at 3, Klaasnan 4, or switcheroo, Klaasnan 3, Ishan 4. Nitish is gonna come down at 5. You got Paddy Cummins, who could come at 6.
Oh,
You
that's
got
good already.
Zampa. Yeah, and then I think they've got a whole bunch of 6 to 7 star-studded, solid performing players, and for them, they just need to toss between
Did you take Kamindu?
3 to 4 players. That's it. Yeah,
Mendes?
you would get
Yeah.
Kamindu Mendes somewhere into that mix for sure.
What about
Mm.
Rahul Chahar for the spin?
So okay, let's go back. Sorry, Travis Head, Abhishek Sharma,
Yeah.
Ishan Kishan,
Awesome.
Klaasnan, Nitish Reddy, 5. You would get, so I was just looking at their all rounders. You probably get Kamindu Mendes at 6, Paddy Cummins
Mm.
7, Zampa 8,
Zampa
Shami 9, Harshul Patel
and
10,
ready.
and Chahar
Oh no, wait.
11.
Yeah.
So you have
That's pretty solid.
Zampa and Chahar with Bo. Get Shami, Harshul, who else? Kamindu is
Reddy.
going to spin, and Reddy with the pace. So you got 3 spinners, 3 pacers. Plus, don't forget Abhishek Sharma is a part-time spinner too, and you also have Paddy Cummins.
And Kamindu can bat.
Kamindu can bat. Cummins can bat. So
Remember?
it's
He averages like 90 something in Test cricket. Wasn't he the player who scored those back-to-back centuries?
Yeah,
He was,
he
right?
is. He did.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was Mr. Rescue for Sri Lanka
Sri Lanka.
in God knows how many tests. So this is one of the strongest teams that I've seen on paper so far. When you compare with any other teams, I mean, I'm putting it as on paper because historically SRH, or before SRH it was Deccan Chargers, they always had the strongest team on paper. At the start they had
Never
Harshal
performed.
Gibbs,
Yeah.
Gilchrist, and likes of it. But yeah, they essentially just couldn't
Jesus.
deliver
Yeah.
results.
But to be
Couldn't find-
honest, I
yeah.
think their middle order seems a little shaky to me because outside of Nitish Kumar Reddy, Klaassen I don't think has scored that many runs in the middle. Who
You have
do you
Mendes.
have in the middle after?
You got
But
Mendes. and
Kamindu is not a T20 player. Like he's a really good Test player, yeah, but I don't think he's a T20 player. So I think middle order is still fairly weak, and they'll still rely on that top order runs in the game.
Yeah, top 4. They need at least 2 of those top 4 to fire,
Yeah.
and they'll be banking heavily on their bowling power to sort of defend or restrict. You got Shami, who comes in with a reputation. You got Paddy Cummins with a reputation. You got Zampa with a reputation.
Even Rashad,
Harshal Patel. He's pretty good in the IPL T20 circuit as well. So you got
and this is
some
the cheapest he's gone for. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
in terms of money.
I think. And so initially if you look at this they only bought 20 players because they ran out of budget. But they could easily make a strong playing 11 just off that squad that they've formed.
It'll be interesting to see how this team goes. Again, hopefully it's not just they're good on papers and don't perform and gel well. But yeah. Now moving to the last team. But my last thing is best name I've seen is Sachin Baby.
I was just gonna say, I was like, who's this baby Sachin?
Best name. Love it. Love it. Oh my god. All right, last team, lucky last. Mr. Kohli.
Isala Cup Namde. Hey,
Oh,
I don't know if you guys know this popular song of Salman Khan, "Aisa Pehli Baar Hota Hai, 17-18 Saalon Mein." Last year
yeah,
was
yeah.
17. So
Mm.
last year was the year 17, where they did a big
Yep.
turnaround of essentially from nowhere in the race to knocking CSK out of the tournament. That was year
Mm.
17, and this is year 18. So, and it syncs up with Kohli's jersey as well.
So it's,
Yep, yep. Get all the numbers out right now, sir. That's the only way they'll get there.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put it out there. This team has been
Mm.
I mean, not from their management, has been the lousiest team in the whole of IPL auction. Um, they didn't bid for key players. They gave up on a lot of good buys, and then they go ahead and buy Krunal Pandyas. They go heavy bidding on Krunal Pandyas, and yeah, they've
But
lost the
even it
plot.
wasn't that high, right? No, but it wasn't even that high.
It
They
wasn't
got
that high.
him.
They could have
5.7.
easily
Yeah.
got Kale. They did not go for it. They could have got
Mm.
Ishan. They didn't go for him. They could have, there were a lot of other players where they kicked off the bidding
Bidding.
process and bailed out. There were a few bids where they jumped in the middle just to sort of probably hike
Spike
up
up
the
the price.
price. Uh, but I mean, I was okay from that strategic. All right, they're going to stuff up other teams' budget. But when it
Mm.
comes to the way they have organized, and I felt sorry for Kohli because he's been that loyal. He's probably the only player in the IPL history that has never played for any other team. He's just been stuck with one squad, and uh, uh,
Well,
they don't have
I,
that strong team to sort of help him get that trophy.
Mm.
but to be honest, I don't think this team is as bad as people say it is. Like it's a
It's
decent team.
it's it is decent. It's all over the shop, and I'm struggling to sort of put a bit of consistent dots together. To start off, there are speculations that Kohli is going to be the captain. If Kohli says, "Nah, I'm not going to do that," is there anyone that could lead the
Yeah.
squad? Patidar, really?
I mean,
Apart
Patidar
from
is good, but why would Kohli say no?
uh, he gave up captaincy a long time ago. He's
Yeah, but
now just playing
surely
it.
surely they
Mm.
spoke to him, right? Like they're like, "Hey man, like, are you gonna be the captain? Because then we'll work out this. If
Yeah.
you're not, then tell us what's up."
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Partly
I
Kohli
very
because of the
think so.
fandom. They just retain Kohli. Kohli retains RCB, right? It's
Yeah,
I don't think they talk about anything else. Um, okay,
And Booby. Well, Booby's in the
yeah.
squad.
That's what
Bhuvi,
I'm saying.
eh,
Like these are big buys.
SR, SRH let go of Bhuvi and didn't bid for Bhuvi at all, which was so
How
interesting to see.
crazy is that?
Yeah, like
Yeah. That's
he's been
nuts.
your frontline pacer for a long time.
Yeah, and he's
Right,
been doing good.
let's go through this team.
Yeah, let's go.
Their biggest buys were Hazelwood for 12.5 CR and Phil Salt
Yeah.
for 11.5.
Yeah, and
For
I
me,
reckon both good buys.
yeah, absolutely. Phil
Mm.
Salt again is a bargain buy, is what I felt with
Yeah,
the explosive player he is. A bargain buy. Uh, Surprising buy for me is this Jitesh Sharma, who is their next biggest purchase. Um, and I was like, oh my god, is he more expensive? Is he worth more than Livingston? Um,
yeah, but Livingston has just
Mm.
had really bad seasons lately. Like
hmm,
that's why no one actually went for him that hard. But Jitesh
yeah,
Sharma in general has been that 30-run player.
More
My
I know,
favorite
consistent.
number. He gives you those
but
like
and a 150-ish
But
strike rate,
what about the strike rate?
150-ish strike rate as well. So close to
yeah, yeah. That's
150.
what I'm saying.
That
Yeah,
Mm.
perfect
like
Ah,
combo.
yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
he's that value player that you want.
Yeah.
Will just come in,
Yeah.
get you the quick runs. And I'm assuming, and I think the other good thing is Liam Livingston going for less amount is actually a very good thing. Because I feel like whenever he's gone for that high amount, the pressure bogs him down
Mm.
and can't score. But now that
Mm,
he's gone for like a fairish price, maybe even like underpriced, he'll have a chip on his shoulder to prove a point, and he might go
yeah,
hard.
yeah.
So I think I'm assuming
For me,
Kohli and Salt will probably open the bat, right?
100%, no doubts
Yeah.
on that.
One
Um,
down Patidar,
uh, Patidar for sure. Then
Mm.
you got
Jitish.
Jitish or yeah, Jitish followed by Liam and then Tim David.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's your
Again,
squad,
Tim
and
David
then Kunal.
and then Kunal. Tim David is a cheap buy for them. Like I could not
Yeah,
believe Tim
Yeah,
David went for 3 CR, much lower than Liam.
just three.
and I know why, because I think Tim David had about 2 or 3 games which he should have closed for MI last season, but he came short.
Did yeah,
And
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 did
and, and he
yeah.
swung his bat hard, but he couldn't get the boundaries, and I think that's
yeah,
why his value went down. Because there are at least 2 or 3 games I remember very vividly. Um,
yeah.
So after Tim David,
uh,
You have
we need some
Swapnil
spinners, right?
Swapnil Singh. That's their RTM dude. Left arm orthodox,
mm,
right arm bat.
Yeah. So you've got 4 overs in Liam. You've got 4 overs in Swapnil.
mm,
Um, let's already add Bhuvi and Yash Dayal.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'd probably
Um,
bring in Ingini as well.
oh,
Where is
how
he?
many overs?
Yeah,
Oh
So you
yeah,
see,
yeah. You need Nigiri.
Lungi Ingini. He's
uh,
again one of the
you can't.
cheap buys.
So okay, wait. So Tim David, Liam Livingston, Phil Salt, right? So you can
Yeah,
either have
you go.
Ngidi or Josh Hazel.
I'd go with Ingini, and then in case he doesn't,
And Nigiri,
I mean,
yeah.
I know from a price perspective, it may not be the case. Um, But I think Ingiri is more effective, I feel, than Josh Hazelwood. But again, it depends on on the initial games on how things go.
Yeah,
And then yeah, they've got a ton of the Indian talent. And sorry, one other
Mm.
person is Parikal. They've picked up Parikal as well, so it's more so you can fit in Parikal somewhere in that middle order as well.
nah, nowhere in the middle. Badikal, the way he bats, he needs the first 6 overs to chip it over the infield and get the runs. So if he comes in, he has to be an opener. Because the moment that the inner circle opens up, his run scoring ability goes down, unless he's
Mm.
changed something in his game.
Mhm.
I remember him from Rajasthan Royals, and he was a big thing back then, and he was pretty consistent, but only during the first 6 overs when he would just chip the ball over the batters. I mean, the fielders. As soon as they spread it, he's
Maybe
like, "I'm out."
a backup for the openers, I guess, in that instance, in case
Yeah,
Phil or Kohli either form or some Kohli they wouldn't drop for it unless it's a fitness issue. In
so
case Phil's
Kohli
got
hasn't
Mm.
dropped them for seven, how many, whatever amount of years, 17 years, you say?
17.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So they're not going to drop Kohli for two
Oh wow.
games.
They're not gonna.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Team India has persisted with Kohli despite his form, and it shows the trust on him. So, but yeah, I think they've got a really strong top order and
Yeah.
a really good pace bowling attack. What
Yeah.
But the middle
worries
is
me is
all.
that
Yeah.
the firepower, those you're 5 down or you need that quick rush towards the end of the innings,
Yeah.
and I somehow still feel their spin department is on the lighter side. Again, these new players might catch everyone by surprise as well.
Mm.
I
But
mean,
I,
you
I
got
think Surya
Krunal.
Sharma was
Krunal
decent
hasn't.
last season. Right?
Yeah, you got Krunal in the mix, but he hasn't been. He's an okay. He hasn't been like
They've
an
done that
impact, effective
average.
standout players, right? So
I
yeah,
think
you never know.
he does the holding job really well, like being as economical as possible. He might not be the wicket
Mm,
taker, but he'll definitely hold
yeah.
an end quite well. Um, like for example, in the
Mm.
last like 5 games in T20s, his figures are 1 for 18, 1 for 17, 1 for 31, 1 for 26, 2 for 22. Like for T20s.
Getting some wickets,
No, it's not
something.
even
Yeah,
wickets, right? Like
yeah,
the moment you bowl 4 overs and you go under 30 runs, that's
mm,
really good because that's less than
yeah.
eight
That's right.
runs
Yeah,
Yeah.
economy, like especially for a spin.
Another interesting thing with RCB is coming out of the auction, they've got the biggest pocket. They've got 75 lakh rupees or 0.75 CR, which is probably the
yeah.
biggest.
Remaining.
And this will allow them to pick two more uncapped players because
Local
they
boys,
still
yeah.
don't have the they still don't have their quota of 25 slated in. Don't, so
Mm.
it's either that or
The
they can buy the two umpires as well. So, hey.
Oh,
but
Oh,
I think the other player that could be key is Romario Shepherd. Um, he's a
I
really good
think it'll
bowler and a batter. I just don't know where he will come in to the 11. But if
exactly.
someone gets injured, he's a very high impact player.
I feel he's going to be a replacement, or they'll need to make a decision between him and Tim David as to who's
Yeah,
going to
exactly.
probably be in that playing 11
Yeah,
because both of them have a similar profile.
yeah. But I think with the bowl, I think Shepherd might be a little
mm.
bit better.
Hmm.
But in terms of hitting, Tim David might be a little bit better. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So out of the three, Chennai, RCB, and Hyderabad, like which team is probably well, other than Dhoni's team because it's Dhoni, but
Well, so your question is between Chennai's SRH and RCB, apart from Dhoni's team, which is the better team? So,
So to be honest,
so just between Sunrise
no,
and
no, but
Challengers,
Randy,
yeah,
historically, Dhoni's
yeah,
team on paper is always weak.
yeah,
okay,
Like
it's
very seldomly they've had a powerful team on paper, but
all
mm,
somehow
along.
the delivery is always a lot higher than whatever the team is on paper. Um, so
Yeah.
let's assume,
that's the best combination. That's what
yeah,
you
yeah,
need,
yeah.
right?
So let's assume CSK we're not even counting because we just assume they're going to be decent.
Yeah, that's
Right.
still count. Yeah,
Yeah.
So we'll let
I think
we'll let
SRH.
Chai pick, given his heart is in
Yeah,
both of those
Chai. Yeah,
places.
Chai.
See, again,
That's correct.
on paper, like I said before, Hyderabad looks pretty dominant and a
Mm.
well-rounded team because they've got power coming through. They lack a bit of that late surge, but I think they can make it up with a strong opening and a strong bowling lineup.
Oh man, I reckon I disagree. I think RCB this time. I think
Hmm.
there's something there with RCB.
Mm.
For me,
You know,
Bhuvneshwar Kumar in there.
this
Pati,
this is all this is all a trap. As a RCB fan, if I say RCB is strongest, people would say, "Hey, this guy's been saying this," but I wanted someone else to
Yeah.
watch for RCB. So I sort of, you've written off Chennai. I wrote off Hyderabad, and the only team that Raj had to pick was RCB.
yeah, yeah. Because I feel like this is also the first time. Because I know people are still criticizing their auction strategy, but
Mm.
I think this auction has probably been by far the most smartest one so far. Because up till now, what they used to do is they just find one player that they really want and they'll just go crazy for that person, which they did not do this time. They were conservative for every
Mm.
single people, and people are now complaining about how they should have gone for the marquee players. So I feel like
Yeah,
they're not gonna find any sort of rest regardless of what they do.
and
But I think
the
this squad
the
is really good.
it's also sort of so they've always had a heavy dominant on one aspect of the game. Either they've got a really good batting lineup and pretty much
Mm.
No
decent
bowling.
or no bowling. You essentially say, and no wonder Kohli has to go at a strike rate of 200 because he knows any score less than 150 can never be defended by the bowling lineup. But this time, again, they've
Yeah.
got a decent bit of by adding Josh Hazelwood, Ngidi, and Bhuvi into that bowling mix. with a bit of spin from a couple of others. It's sort of the balance is getting there. I wouldn't say it is perfectly balanced. And again, I'm happy to be proven wrong in this instance, but I still feel there is a bit of imbalance in the squad.
Yeah.
Uh, we will see. We will see. So one, one for Hyderabad, or one for Hyderabad when he talks about it, but in the heart, it's actually RCB. So two for RCB, but yeah, well, Chennai is a different league. But yeah, see how we go. Thanks for joining again, guys. See our previous
Wait, wait,
part
wait, wait,
two
wait, wait,
of
wait,
our
wait,
IPL.
wait. Before we all end,
Yeah.
come on. You've seen
Oh,
the
okay.
squads. Give us your top four.
Ah,
Oh,
yes. I'll
oh, that's
I'll
right.
go
Yes.
first. I'm gonna put Hyderabad, um, Punjab, Hyderabad, Punjab, Chennai, and RCB.
Oh wow. Oof. So
Oh,
so so
okay.
South dominant in your in all of
Episode dominant plus Punjab from the previous episode.
now, for me, I think it'll
Interesting.
be Mumbai GT, um, and let's add RCB in there. And come on, Tala for a reason, boys.
Yeah.
CSK.
Oh, obviously Chennai. Yes, there's no way. GT. I'm with Raj. I think
Oh,
GT
looks.
could make it up there. They look really good. Again, concern. I want to say SRH because they look really good on paper, but again, as we said, right? Like, can they deliver? And my fourth one, RCB. I think I'll go RCB.
Nice.
Yeah, I think.
So
Yeah,
we are about 100 days away from IPL kickoff, nearly about 100 days. So we'll,
these
these
are
are predictions.
predictions. Yeah,
Probably, like always, we probably are putting some of these bold predictions and bold calls way ahead of everyone or anyone else picks up. So yeah, let's go with these
The,
predictions.
yeah,
the craziest thing is we don't even know what their form's going to be like in 100 days.
yeah,
But
All
let's
right.
have a
So
look.
I'm
It's
sure
fun.
leading
yeah,
into it, we'll
yeah,
run similar to a bit of a prediction tracker, similar to what we did for T20 World Cups, etc. So yeah,
Yeah.
let's do that.
yeah. Cool. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching the whole IPL auction player analysis. Done all our teams. If you want to see our previous part one and part two, should be somewhere up here. And again, do all the wonderful things of likes, subscribe, share, and comment on what you guys believe will be the top four. And if you guys agree with that analysis, and we'll be happy to chat with you guys and get a discussion going. But see us for the next episode. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.